All right, Georgia mom turned a near tragedy into a statewide mission, helping to change the state's car seat laws, and now she's teaching kids with a brand new book. Doug Turnbull joins us now on the set to talk about this and what all that's going on. Thanks for joining me.
Yeah, it's good to be with you, Chesley. Good to have you back, by the way. And look, we hear about near tragedies all the time, and a lot of times, Chesley, they end in a terrible way where somebody dies, and a lot of people try to make good come out of these things. Well, Jenny Harty is an Alpharetta mom, and I wrote about this at Gridlock Guy. You can find it at 11alive.com this week. She's an Alpharetta mother who saw her daughter almost die in a crash. They were hit by a logging truck in 2002 in rural Georgia on the way to Lake Sinclair, to or from it. And what they were told by doctors, Chesley, is that if she hadn't been in a booster seat, she would have died. And so Madison's her name. She was really banged up in that crash. And immediately her mom didn't wait and say, oh, phew, and then, let's go out to eat. She survived. No, instead what she did, Chesley, is she decided to become an advocate for child passenger safety. In fact, this is National Child Passenger Safety Week. And so she started out on a mission just trying to get Georgia's booster law strengthened. Back in 2002, which to you and me doesn't seem like that long ago, but it was 23 years. Back then, children 4 and over didn't even have to be in a booster seat. You go straight for the car seat, get buckled right in to your seat. Well, because Madison was in one, she survived. So they eventually, through a series of laws, the first of which in 2004 became Madison's Law, named after Jenny's daughter, they were able to strengthen them. And then in 2011, the rule now is anybody under age 8 or that's 50, I think it's 54 or 57 inches or below, that you have to be into that. So you have to be in a booster seat. Yeah. And there are also rules about sitting in the front seat or not. So that's what she's been doing through then. Her advocacy since has led her become the Montlake Injury Attorney's Director of Community Relations. They brought her in to run their I Ride Safe program. She's a certified child car seat, it's a different word, but a child car seat technician. And now she's written a book to tell the story. And that's the next chapter.
You probably find, especially an 8-year-old or 7-year-old, let's say a 6-year-old that says, oh, I'm big enough, I'm old enough, I don't need the seat, those kind of pressures maybe for parents. How do they encourage their kids to stay in that seat?
For sure. So that's actually the heart of this book. This book is called Francie and Fitz, Booster Buddies. And Fitz, there's a picture of it, is this guy named after, by the way, she's a Buffalo Bills fan, Ryan Fitzpatrick, okay? Sorry, Eagles fan. But Fitz is about to go with Francie to the lake. And Fitz realizes that she's in a booster seat and he's not, and she can see more things out of the car. So it's a way to encourage children, hey, you're not a little kid or a dork or something because you're in a booster seat, and it's to encourage parents too. So this book's available both at Barnes & Noble and Amazon, and she's partnering with other safety organizations to distribute it. And not only is it for kids, but this book also has notes for parents on how to educate your kids and make it better. We're going to have a package running later this week on 11 Alive talking a little more in depth about this. But I want to note, too, that this Saturday at Ed Voiles Honda on Cobb Parkway, Jenny Harty and her team at Montlake, along with several others from the organization Safe Kids, are actually going to be doing free car seat checks Saturday morning, 10 a.m. to cap off Child Passenger Safety Week. So you can go there and make sure, because Jenny said, Chesley, you're ready for numbers, you love stats, being a meteorologist, 3/4 of all booster seats or child seats are somehow improperly installed. And so she can help people learn.
Yeah, it's got to be important to you as well. I know you see a lot of crashes covering, the traffic here around the area. This is very important for parents to know.
It certainly is. A lot of people, DOT's told me over the years, it's alarmingly high how many adults don't buckle up properly. And then think about those habits you learn as a child. If you as a parent don't teach your kid to buckle up and be safe, they're going to be less safe of a driver. So even if they don't get hurt when they're 4 or 7, 9 years old, you could be hurt later on if you don't have that habit.
Very good point, Doug Turnbull.
Hey, appreciate you, Chesley. Good to be on.
Gridlock Guy right here, folks.